Well, good evening, YouTube. This is Chuck, and it's Thursday, June 4th, 2026, and it's about 8:30 in the evening. And I got a project going on over here that they're doing at night, and I'm going to try and see if I can show you, see if we got enough light to show you what's going on. And let me tell you briefly what it is they're the main drag through town here is called Beeline Highway, and it's Arizona State Route 87, and it's really deteriorated over the years, and they started a project a while back to resurface it, and they're working on during the week at night so as to cause as little traffic disruption as possible. And they're actually they started out last fall, and they started out to fixing a bunch of sidewalk issues to make all the sidewalks meet ADA requirements. And they did about half of it last fall. Then they picked up again this spring. We didn't have much of a winter. They picked up again this spring and finished up the rest of the sidewalk issues. And then they started the paving. And I haven't been out to look at it tonight, so I'll be seeing if I can show you the same thing I'm seeing. But they're out there like a bunch of mad ants working on it under a bunch of floodlights. And there'll be a whole bunch of flashing lights and stuff, and a bunch of traffic cones, and they're about 50% done with it, and so we're gonna go take a look. So let me turn you around here. Change cameras. There we go. See if I can get this thing to stay here. Try to get it adjusted so it'll hold. All right. Let's go see if we can. Go see if we can show you this. Block down to one turn lane here. As busy as this little town is during the day, it still gets pretty quiet here in the evening. Now there we got, oh my God, it's all blocked over here to one lane. What they're doing is they're you can kind of see how they patched up this traffic lane in front of us, how the light's reflecting off of it. But what they're doing is they're coming in with a machine called a roto mill, and they're literally grinding the top of this thing off and then replacing it with fresh pavement. So as you can see, they got us one lane north, one lane south. They got this whole center section. Oh, they're doing right here in the middle. That's what they're doing, the turn lane. This little phone camera does surprisingly well for shooting at night. Bend over a little bit more. You can see what they're doing. Okay, there's the big roto mill machine right there to the left. They're dumping it into dump trucks, and you got all these dump trucks lined up here. They're hauling that stuff away, hauling it somewhere. I'm going to go down. That's where they're working right now. Go down here a little further and we'll turn around and see if we can catch it the other. Between going in one direction and going the other direction, we should get a pretty good idea on what they're doing. there's some workers down here too. We better go down and see what they're doing. All kinds of flashy lights down here. Oh, that's the truck that puts out the barricades. All right. That's what's happening here. We'll let this car go by. We're gonna go turn around right here in front of the Circle K. Figured I ought to come down and take a look at this because I probably won't do this again in my lifetime. This project is about 6 miles long and it's $13.2 million to do all this. And it's kind of hard to see where all that money's at when you look at what they're doing right this minute, but everything just costs way more than you think it should anymore. But that flashing white light on that barricade truck up there is almost hard to look at. Coming up on all those dump trucks lined up waiting to get loaded up with all that spoils. There's that big rotor mill machine grinding all the top of that thing. That's probably, sure, that's a $2 million machine. They grind all that lane out there and then they come right in behind it with a paving machine and lay down new pavement. I'm not sure where he's at right now, but his pavement is there. Almost a little anticlimactic. I'd hope to catch him down here at the main intersection because they've already paved that. They got about half of the intersection itself done. Well, that wasn't as dramatic as I thought it might be. I'll have to go back and take a look at it and review it and see if I think it's even worth uploading or if the quality of the video is good enough. But we did a drive-through of a construction site and saw what they're doing. And last time I went and looked at them, they had a lot bigger crew that was working out there, and I didn't do any video of that, and that was when they were putting the concrete in. So the paving crew doesn't look even as big as the concrete crew does. But anyway, that's what we got. So as I always tell you, take care of each other and love each other and take care of yourself and go adventuring a little bit once in a while. And I haven't brought you a video in a while, and so if you see this one, if you don't see this one, I'll make one on something else. But my light's getting ready to change, so I think yep, there's my light. I think I'll head back to the house. So until I talk to you again, let me just tell you, peace out.